Hello, all my chickadees! Welcome back to Our Fate Forsaken. This is part 2, so if you haven't seen part 1, you should bounce on over and check that out on my channel so you know what's going on. We're going to go right back in. Let's see, where did we stop? Should be this one. Now, this is us. We are a newly fledged angel. We have no memory whatsoever of our time as a human or anything. We just like appeared at the gate and we're like, okay. So, and we weren't even on the list, so they're like, we don't know what to do with you. But Gabe here was like, I'm gonna take him under my wing, so I guess in a way we officially belong to him. We're like a part of his group or whatever. But Gabe doesn't want us to interact with the other angels, but he has to do his job all the time, so he's super busy. And he left a little portal open for us to look at the portal of the human realm, and we're just like do, and then we seen somebody and we're like, oh, like just felt a connection to them and we don't know why. So now we're gonna jump back in. That was a brief little summary. So, where do you have to go for work? Down in the mundane world. I grew dizzy with excitement at the mention. And you're taking me there? After seeing how happy you looked just from watching the projection, I might as well bring you with me. Because all I want is for you to be happy. I could hardly contain my joy, excited to see my previous home through my very own eyes. Usually, lower angels need to fill in a request in order to travel to Earth, to meet their loved ones or visit certain locations that hold a special place in their memories. Meanwhile, other higher angels and I are allowed to roam Earth as we please. Isn't that unfair? No, because we travel to the mundane world to complete our task. But lower angels' main motive to visit is to ease their lingering attachments. Hence, why they require permission. Even if they get too attached, they might dwell on Earth forever, which isn't ideal. Angels do need to be in heaven. So, do I need to get permission to go down to Earth then? In your case, your request would be denied because you have no reason. After all, you don't have any loved ones to visit due to your missing memories. This explanation crushed all my hopes of going to the mundane world. But, because you are mine, I shall give you indefinite access to travel to Earth as you pleased. Even though I didn't understand why he'd be so generous to me, I was still touched by the gesture. Thank you. You're very kind. The Archangel stood motionless for a moment, which began to worry me a bit. Gabriel? Movement returned to his body as he brushed his fingers across my lips. Finally, your smile is directed at me. As his fingers grazed over my skin, I met his gaze. Lost in his eyes, I was unable to look away. I hope you'll continue to smile at me more. I nodded. It was an odd request, but I guess it couldn't hurt. Let's go get you changed now, shall we? But these clothes are just fine. I didn't ruin them. Yes, but our uniforms tend to attract unnecessary attention from the mortals. In order to fit in with the humans, we must wear what they wear. Gabriel passed me a pair of clothes, and I took them from his hands. As I was observing the garment, I noticed Gabriel smirking out of the corner of my eye. I assume you're going to ask me to look away again once you change. Yeah. We're blushing. Yeah, when he originally gave us our garment, he was just sitting there like, do, and we're like, can you look away, please? We don't want to get naked in front of you. And he's like, oh, mortals, and their privacy reasons and stuff. But at least, he's like, okay, I know you're gonna want your privacy to change again, aren't you? So at least he remembered, and he's respecting it. Then I'll be in the next room. With that, Gabriel vanished, giving me my desired privacy. Since he left, I was able to comfortably change into my new clothes. After I was done, I stared in the mirror and twirled around to check my new get-up. Feels comfortable. I glanced around the room, but Gabriel still hadn't returned. Not knowing where he vanished off to, I wasn't sure where to start finding him. Gabriel? Are you here? I jumped when I suddenly felt a hand on my shoulder. Oh, whoa, hey, bud. Change of clothes really suits you. A pout formed on my face when I realized who the culprit was. You scared me. My apologies. When did you even appear? I came as soon as you called out to me. Remember, whenever you call my name, I will always rush to be by your side. Now that I was no longer surprised, I finally noticed that Gabriel's clothes had changed as well. He appeared elegant before, but casual clothes made him look more chic. What's wrong? Is something wrong with my appearance? No, I was just thinking you look cool. Gabriel grinned when he heard my honest opinion. I'm pleased to hear your compliment. The Archangel took something black from behind his back and attached it to my neck. I touched the odd collar that I was now wearing. What is this? An accessory? It's what humans use to show ownership for other creatures that belong to them. Gabe. Gabe. You misinterpreted something. It's just like how I want to show everyone that you're mine. Ownership? Gabriel chuckled, amused with my reaction. There's no such meaning behind why I gave you that accessory. Sure. I bet you really are thinking ownership, aren't you? You're trying to cover it up now, huh? I just thought it would suit you ever since my eyes first landed on it. And wouldn't you know, I was right. You do look more beautiful in it. Beautiful is a weird word to describe me. Then the Archangel took my hand in his. We dawdled for quite a while now, so let's get back to our objective. Before we go down to Earth, there is one more thing. What is it? Retract your wings. How do we do that? I touched the feathers behind my back and froze in place for a few seconds. How do I retract them? Just like how you move your fingers. It's a voluntary muscle that will react according to your demand. Concentrate, and you'll be able to retract them at will. I did as I was told and focused on my wings. Oh, yay! We did it! It seemed to work since they were no longer in sight when I turned to look over my shoulder. Good. Now we can finally head out. Are we gonna, like, sneeze and our wings are just gonna go poof right back out of our back? Like, poof. It'd be kind of funny. My vision was filled with dingy gray scene upon arrival to our designated location. Are we at the wrong place? No, this is Earth. As beautiful as some places are, some are as ugly as well. We do need balance in this world. But why are we here instead of those lively streets? Because humans will be alarmed if we appear in front of them out of thin air. They don't have abilities we do. That is why we have to enter and exit heaven through quiet places like this. But we won't be staying here for long. Hey, it's the place we saw on the monitor, the magic seeing glass thing. When we moved to another area, I was beyond excited. No longer was I looking at the vibrant scene through a projection. Instead, it was right before my eyes. It's so colorful. I can't believe I used to live here. I glanced around excitedly, walking up to anyone or anything I saw and staring at them in awe. The strangers, however, had a look of discomfort on their face when I stuck my head next to theirs. Personal space, buddy. Everybody needs their own bubble. Zeph? I turned around and looked at Gabriel, who had concern written all over him. I'm aware you're excited, but try to act calm and collected to avoid attracting attention. You're not acting appropriately. Sorry, I didn't realize I was being weird. I came back to Gabriel's side to walk right beside him. Heal, boy. Heal. Is attracting attention bad? Yes, because humans should never know that we're angels. Or there will be severe consequences. The tone of his voice caused me to gulp. Guess I should do what he said since I don't want to find out what those consequences were. So, anyway, what duties do you have on Earth? Well, higher angels are created to watch over humans. Since sins are infested in this world, our job is to occasionally prevent them if it doesn't align with the mortal's fate. Why can't you guys just get all the sins then? Wouldn't that be easier? Because we won't be able to judge the purity of a human heart in that case. But if there's no sins, then everyone will turn out good. And you won't have to judge them, right? Gabriel snickers at my comment and he shook his head. That is just how the world works. I'm not the creator, so it wasn't my decision. I simply act on orders given to me. I glanced around and noticed that some humans would occasionally look in our direction. Following their gaze, I realized they had their eyes on Gabriel. Well, he is more charming than most humans here, so they must be captivated by him. So much for not attracting attention. Suddenly, Gabriel stopped in his tracks, so I did the same. What's wrong? The Archangel's expression turned stern, and I followed his gaze only to notice he was watching the woman in front of us. In a few seconds, she's about to get mugged. What? Before I could finish my sentence, a man wearing a hooded black clothes bumped right into her and took her purse with him. Stop! Thief! Gabriel quickly rushed into action and charged right at the robber, who was running towards him. With one swift motion, he kicked the thief's abdomen, causing him to drop to the ground unconscious. Only then did Gabriel take the purse off the mugger's hand before handing it back to the woman. Thank you so much. How can I ever repay you? Without saying a word, the Archangel turned his back to her and left. Dude, you could have at least said you're welcome. Come on. Meanwhile, I was still in shock at what occurred within a few seconds time frame, and gawked as Gabriel walked over to me. What just happened? How did you know she was about to be robbed? Because the thief strayed from his fate and decided to steal to obtain instant gratification. This decision, however, would also change the fate of those around him, like a domino effect. This woman, for example, would be affected by this, so was ordered beforehand to prevent it from occurring. There was way too many valuables in her purse that would result in a drastic, life-changing event, which would alter her fate completely. Whoa, so your job is to just help people? That's so cool. But you're cool too, especially the way you kick the bad guy and all. Gabriel's cheeks slowly turned pink. Ha ha, we're making him blush. I was just obeying orders, but I didn't expect to receive a compliment from you. It was refreshing to see him blush for once, since he always acted calm and collected. Anyway, our duty is not just helping humans. It's to make sure they follow their fate accordingly. Does that mean every human's fate has already been decided? Partially. There's a general gist of their lifetimes, but whether they decide to do good or bad during their time is up to them. Though, as I mentioned earlier, their fate can drastically be changed by their own actions, or by others who surround them. There's only so much we angels can provide, since there are... Cat in the way! Billions of humans, after all. While we're in the middle of a conversation, we are interrupted when a stranger walked up to me. Hey there. I glanced behind me to check who was talking, but then I realized all the other passerbys were minding their own business. Are you talking to me? Yeah. You see, I'm lost. I was wondering... Suddenly, Gabriel grabbed the stranger's arm and twisted it. Gabe! Chill. Chill, Gabe. Maybe the guy really is lost. He hadn't touched us. He hadn't proper positioned us. Gabe, chill. You're not supposed to hurt humans. I could tell the grip was strong due to how the man's face contorted. What makes you think you can speak to him as you please? The Archangel's glare brought the chills down my spine, even though it wasn't directed at me. Regardless of our multiple casual conversations, the switch in behavior still terrified me. Stop! Don't hurt him! Gabriel eventually let go of the stranger's hand after my persistent pleas. What the hell? I was trying to ask for directions! The now irritated and injured stranger glared at us before walking away. Gabe! I'm way over here! Reset position. Ah! My cat moved my camera, and so I was really intense. I was like, oh, Gabe. Okay. Gabe, why? You didn't need to hurt him. If the Archangel wasn't already upset, he seemed more disturbed by my comment. Why are you standing up for a lowlife like him? I wasn't. I just thought it was unnecessary to harm him when he didn't have any bad intentions. Most of the time they do. Humans always have a sinister, ulterior motive. I know very well since I've been around them for millennium. Earth is filled with vile and corrupted souls. Even though the selected few who are pure come into heaven, I still refuse to believe that they are rid of corruption. Is that why you didn't want us to associate with other angels? Their souls are so fragile and easy to defile. Okay, we're going to save here. Save. Boop. Okay, still you don't have to be so aggressive, but I used to be human too. Oh, I like both of these. I like both of these. Because we used to be human too. So, we could easily be, like, defiled, as he's saying, right? But he doesn't need to be so aggressive. I want to ask both of them. No. Okay, I can come back and choose the other ones later, right? Right. Well, he'll probably say something like, yeah, I used to be human, but you don't remember everything. You're a pure being, blah, 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 blah. Let's say you don't have to be so aggressive. Anger left his face as he gradually calmed down. My apologies. I didn't mean to sound aggressive. It's all right. Our moment was interrupted when a groan escaped from my companion's throat. I watched as he touched his temple and frowned. Are you getting orders again? Yes. I thought to myself that there really must be a ton of people who need help. It wasn't surprising since there was a lot of humans in the world. Can you go back to heaven by yourself and wait for me there? I can't follow you? No, not this time. Unlike the mugging, this matter is quite serious. I don't mind. You don't understand, Zeph. Your heart is very pure, so I don't want you to witness something unsettling. Trust me. Gabriel pleaded with his eyes, and I couldn't help but give in. All right, if you say so. Good. I won't be long, so I shall return to you as soon as possible. Then the Archangel ran out of my sight. I guess he couldn't vanish publicly in the mundane world. No, he has to run and hide somewhere, you know, like a superhero. When I was left by myself, I glanced in every direction. I did not want to go back to heaven just yet, since the sights on earth entertained me. I'm sure Gabriel wouldn't mind if I stuck around for a bit. He did tell us to go home. He told us to go home, okay? I think he would mind if we stuck around. So I decided to stay here for a while longer. The vibrant colors building with cute-looking signs caught my attention as my feet slowly brought me closer to it. I wonder what's inside. I pressed my face against the glass to look inside the shop. Shelves were filled with various confectionaries, and my jaw dropped at the sight. Wow, they all look so good. What are you doing? Hey, it's the guy. It's the human we saw in the mirror that we were like, in the little portal thing, and we were like, hey, he's cute. Yeah. We feel like we know him. I turned to look at the source of the voice, only to see a familiar young man looking right at me. I noticed the messy maroon hair and piercing red eyes that I would recognize anywhere. Seeing his face caused my stomach to churn, and a stinking pain returned to my heart like the last time I saw him. It only lasts temporarily, but I wonder why the stranger made me feel this way. Why were you pressed up against the glass? Okay, I gotta figure out what kind of voice should I use for him, Let's see. Why were you pressed up against the glass? Were you about to steal something? The accusation caused me to gasp as I quickly stepped away from the window. Steal? That was not my intention. Then why were you looking inside the shop? Am I not allowed to do so? You can, but it's really weird to press your face against the glass. You might even creep out the people who are inside. Oh, was that not normal behavior? My apologies. A snicker escaped from his lips, and somehow I found it pleasing to hear. You're so weird. Who the hell asked if something's considered normal behavior? You're acting as though you're not even human. Well, we kinda aren't. I froze on the spot, fearing my action might have gotten myself caught. Gabriel told me that humans should never figure out my identity at all cost, but it looks like I was in trouble now. It's like you're an alien or something. An alien? I was unsure what he meant, but I just nodded along. As long as he didn't suspect me of being an angel, then everything would be fine. You're weird and funny. I like you. He extended his arm, and I held it instinctively. Then he proceeded to shake it. The name is Azza, by the way. What's yours? I'm Zeph. So Zeph, you want to go inside the building to get a better look at the desserts or something? I'm allowed to? Of course. Since I was still holding onto his hand, Azza dragged me into the small shop. While we were still standing in the queue, I stared at our intertwined fingers. Feeling his skin against mine tingled a bit. A fluttering sensation rose inside my stomach, and I couldn't understand why a simple touch was affecting me this way. Oh, we're blushing! What's wrong, Zeph? Why is your face turning red? His eyes followed my gaze down to our hands, and he smirked. What? Embarrassed from holding hands? Yes, we are! I'm not sure. I don't know why I feel this way. After the customer in front of us left with their order, it was our turn to step up to the counter. So, what are you getting? I stared at the menu and examined the pictures on it one by one. They all look yummy. I'm not too sure. Then, do you mind if I pick for you instead? I don't. Then we'll just have 2 chocolate ice creams. That'll be $8. I stared at the cashier, and then in return, I stared back at me. What's that? I'm asking for your payment? Wait, you mean there's an exchange system? Since I was used to Gabriel handing everything to me, I failed to realize that not everything would be free. Oh yeah, we totally don't know anything. So, we don't know what money is, apparently. We're like, wait, we gotta pay for, we gotta pay? I don't have money. What is human money? Oh no. I hope he pays for us because we're like, we have no money. We're gonna be in the back washing dishes. Asa. Asa laughed at me while the cashier just seemed confused. I knew it. You really are an alien. My companion took out a wallet from his pocket and paid the cashier. Usually I don't pay for people I just met, but I like you, so I'll let it slide. Thank you. I recalled Gabriel's distaste for humans and thought about how I disagreed with his opinion. Because Asa was nice to me. Maybe because I used to be a human, I was fond of them. After we received our order, we took a seat by the window. Ooh, that looks good. I immediately took a bite of the dessert. It was cold, so it caused me to flinch at first, but then the flavor melted in my mouth. The sweetness and the taste were just my preference, and I felt myself smiling as I ate the snack. I glanced at Asa, who barely touched his dessert. Are you not eating? I will, but currently I'd rather watch you eat. I took another mouthful of the cold dessert into my mouth. You look so happy. That's because I really like this. What's it called again? Chocolate ice cream? Right! I shall remember that next time. For you not even know about ice cream, are you really an alien? I was just joking at first, but it feels more likely the more I talk with you. I don't believe you're human at all. My heart dropped. Why did I seem so out of touch? Because you don't remember anything! You don't remember anything, baby! It's not your fault! It's not your fault. I used to be human before I died, so it stung a bit to know I can't relate to other humans. I lost my memories. Oh. Are you alright, dude? Yeah, I'm fine. Though I do want to recover them. Does that mean you forgot, like, your friends and family and stuff? I did. That's super concerning. Do you have a place to stay and all that? Yeah, I do. And I also have someone who's taking care of me, so I'm fine. If you say so. He's concerned about us. Aww. Hey, tell me if you need anything, okay? Maybe because you look like a lost sheep, but you really make me worry. The concerned look on his face caused me to smile. You're very nice to be worried about me, Asa. Yeah, I don't get myself either. I usually don't care about other people's business, especially strangers. But you seem different. This made me question whether the human was feeling the same emotional connection I had towards him. Asia gazed right into my eyes, and I felt myself getting lost in his crimson orbs. Maybe because you kind of remind me of my close friend Eli. Oh? What are they like? Like you. He also has this cute and innocent aura around him. Just like you, he gets excited over the smallest things like dessert. Also, like you, his smile is beautiful. Oh, he thinks our smile is beautiful! Asa was only paying compliments, but he had this pained look across his face. If this person is similar to me, do you think I can meet him? Maybe we'll get along. Sorry, I don't think you ever will. Why not? I know I brought it up, but can we move on from this conversation? I don't feel like talking about him anymore. Are you guys not talking anymore, or did they die? Since Asa pleaded, I eventually relented. A frown replaced his usual grin, and I was already starting to miss his smile. I closely examined his features and felt a pain in my chest once again. Being by his side really felt strange, even though we just met. But I had a sneaking suspicion, so I wanted to get a confirmation. Have we met before? No, I don't think so. Strange, but I feel as though we met before. There's this odd thing about you that draws me in. My heart feels really weird whenever I look at your face. Asa leaned on his arm and smirked. Is that a confession? If so, that's the weirdest confession anyone has ever said to me. A blush rose to my cheeks as I immediately shook my head to deny it. You know what? I kind of get what you're talking about. You do? Yeah, I feel oddly drawn to you as well. I don't know why, but you just pull me in. I mean, normally I wouldn't talk to weirdos pressing their face against the glass, and even go so as far as to treat them. Asa then averted his gaze and appeared somewhat nervous all of a sudden. So, since you feel the same about me, do you think we could meet again? Sure! I would love to see you again as well. Aisha waved a strange-looking device in front of my straight face. Then, can you give me your phone number? Let's keep in check. My number? Since I didn't know what he was asking about, all I could do that moment was stare blankly. I don't have one. You don't have a phone? I don't think so. No. Now slightly frustrated, Azzo ruffled his hair. I know you lost your memories, but it's still hard to believe you don't have a phone. Everyone does, even kids and older people. If you didn't want to see me again, just say so. I prefer if you didn't lie to my face. No, he's taking it the wrong way. We really don't have a phone. There's no cell phone service in heaven, okay? As I stood up from his seat, since I realized he was leaving, I quickly grabbed his wrist to stop him. I didn't want our meeting to end just yet. Wait, I'm not lying, really. I do want to see you again. Please believe me. Azza stared at my eyes for a few seconds like he was judging the believability of my words. When you say it like that, it really does sound like the truth. I'm sorry for jumping to conclusions. It's fine. I'm just glad you believe me. But how else are we going to meet again when you don't have a phone? I won't be able to contact you. Since it seems like we're connected in some way, I know we'll see each other again. I'm sure of it. The human paused to look at me in shock before he burst out laughing. You know, you're really strange. I'm starting to wonder if this losing your memories thing is just a cover-up. Because you seem more like an alien who's trying to learn what humans do. I did not respond since I didn't want to reveal my identity. When Azra sat back down, I was relieved that he wasn't leaving me yet. Because I still wanted to be with him. As he ate his dessert, I kept my gaze on the human. Guess it's your turn to watch me eat? Embarrassed that I was caught gawking, I nervously averted my gaze. Is there something on my face? No, not really. I was only looking because I thought you were cute. Cute? A grin slowly started to spread across his face. Straightforward with your words, huh, Mr. Alien? If I didn't know better, I would have assumed you were flirting with me. Within seconds, Asa finished his dessert. Dude, did you, inhale it? You eat fast. Well, I did need to finish fast. As much as I want to continue talking with you, I need to leave. This made my heart drop because I enjoyed his company. It hurt just to hear that we were going to part ways. Why are you leaving? I have a part-time job. Do you really have to go? Well, I can't just ditch since I have a shift today. Okay, if it's inevitable, I won't stop you. I myself didn't understand why I had already become so attached to this human, even though it had only been our first encounter. His hand then grabbed my chin and tilted his head up till our eyes meet. Don't give me that sad look. Sorry, did I make things gloomy? No, it's because if you show that expression to me, it makes me want to bully you. Makes me want to tease you to see how upset you can get till I'm satisfied. This made me raise a brow questioningly. You want to bully us? You want to bully us? No. You like it when I look sad? Whenever I see someone looking helpless because of me, I just want to pick on them more. There's just something about your face that makes me wonder what you look like when you cry. Dude! No! That is strange. Yes, it is strange. It feels odd to be called strange by the real strange person here. When Asia let go of my chin, I knew then that our mating was coming close to an end. Hey, You better keep your promise and make sure that we're going to meet again. I'll try, I guess. I will. I'll definitely come and find you. Can you try not to bully us again? You said you want to bully us until we cry. Should I be concerned? My enthusiastic response made the human snicker. You'd better. With one final grin, Asia left the shop. Once he was out of sight, the stinging pain returned yet again. Somehow, I already missed him. It was odd, but I decided to shrug it off. My attention shifted to my dessert, since I'd forgotten about it due to focusing on Asa. But by the time I looked at the ice cream, it had shrunken. Instead of its solid form, it was now just a pool of liquid. No, our ice cream melted! Strange. Even though its shape changed, I still consumed it in its liquid form because I liked the taste. Though I definitely preferred it when it was in its solid state. As I ate the dessert, I noticed a familiar figure walking into the building and towards me. Oh no, is it Gabe? Did Gabe go back and he was like, wait, why isn't my pet home yet? Where is he? Did he not come home? Is it Gabe? Totally disappointed that we didn't go home like he told us to. It is! What are you doing here, Zeph? I thought I told you to go to heaven. My bad. I just wanted to take a look around since I like it here. By the way, how did you know I was here? I know everywhere you go because you are mine. Really? No, not really. Seeing how Gabriel's lips curled upwards, I knew he was just toying with me. The truth is that angels have the ability to track anyone they wish. I can as well? Oh, is this a way for us to find our boy again? Yes, if you focus on a certain individual, you'll be able to feel where they are and sense their location. My cat messed up my camera again. Okay. Ah! No! Poof. Okay, there we go. All better. I swear, my cat has the most fun messing up my camera ever. Okay, I need to like glue it down. But that is a way for us to find Asia again. My eyes lit up at this information. I thought about using this ability to meet Asia again. I was glad I'd be able to keep my promise. Gabriel then glanced at the 2 dessert holders sitting on my table. Uh-oh. We're in trouble. Did a human bring you here? Yeah, but how did you know? You don't have money, yet you attain this human food, meaning someone must have purchased it for you. You're right. Someone did buy it for me. The archangel scowled as his teeth clenched. The expression confused me because I didn't understand why he seemed so upset. Because you're spending time with someone besides him. That is why. And he doesn't like humans. You shouldn't have taken whatever that human gave you. You should never try getting close to a human you don't know. But I believe he's a good person. No, humans can't be trusted, since they all have ugly interior motives. It was hard to believe the archangel, because Hazel had nothing but was nothing but nice to me since we met. I used to be a human too, didn't I? But I don't have any ulterior motives. But you're different. Gabriel eventually calmed himself down after taking a deep breath. My apologies. I wasn't scolding you. It sounded like you were scolding us. You know, I was just concerned for you. I fear that a human might hurt you. I'm deeply worried because I care about you. Okay. In a little bit, in Gabriel's defense, a little bit, he should be worried about Zeph because Zeph knows absolutely nothing pretty much. So, he's out here acting like a weirdo and he doesn't know anything. He's like a baby, innocent little chick. He don't know the world. He don't know what to do and what's going on. So, Gabe, is right to be concerned in that manner, okay? Just saying. Hearing the warmth in his tone made me feel at ease once again. It did sound like he really does care about me, and I appreciated that. I felt safe in his hands. Thanks for worrying about me. Of course. My only wish is to protect your smile. I finished my duties, so shall we go back home then? Chapter 3, The Connection. Oh, this is a good time to stop. Gabriel wasn't present. Oh, did he leave us alone again? Okay, this is a good spot to stop again. Because we are on chapter 3 now. Woo! So we finally got to interact with the human who wants to bully us. But we got ice cream. We got ice cream. Oh, our poor little Zeph is just like, yay, humans! And he does seem to care for as a lot, and he definitely wants to meet him again. So he's still feeling like that connection he had when we first saw him. But Gabe is just like, oh god, this baby chick, he doesn't know anything. He's gonna get himself murdered. So I don't know which way I lean right now, personally. Which way are you guys leaning? I originally thought Gabe was a little too possessive, but now I'm like, oh my god, he really is gonna just get the back of someone's van if they have candy, right? So, what do you guys think? Who do you like best so far? Gabriel or Azza? Dun dun dun. Okay. Let me know in the comments down below which one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!